Warning: the following video is not recommended viewing for young children. It contains gratuitous use of the word asshole because Baldo is an asshole. Thank you. Welcome everyone to the inaugural episode of the Der Langrisser LP with me, PDK. Yes, it's a well-renowned game. Not of much acclaim because again, it was never released officially outside of Japan, so that sort of limited its audience potential. But for those who know of it, it is highly regarded, and with good reason. It's not a perfect game, it's not a flawless game, but at the same time, there aren't a lot of those going around, ever, are there? But it's got a lot of good things going for it. This was a special request from one of my viewers. They helped me out in the pinch. They showed me a lot of love and support, and this is my little small way of saying thank you. I hope you're still out there, and I hope you can enjoy this. And the rest of you as well. Just a heads up, we've got a long narrative to come. The actual gameplay will start around the 6-minute mark, so you might want to skip ahead then if you want to get to the gameplay. That's approximately 6 minutes and 9 seconds. But for the rest of you, it's story time. Over Yelis's sky, far from the cursed land of Ozaria, a red star of ill omen has arisen. It heralds the arrival of an ambitious man. Remember that place Yelis, that will come back into play later on in the series. You'll see. One of the things I appreciate about the Langrisser games is the continuity. Something a lot of series don't share. None will be named here. I'm sure you can think of a couple. But it all ties in together in ways that you might not be expecting. So, for those of you who are prepared for the long haul with me, once we get to Langrissers 3, 4, and 5, I'm looking forward to seeing your reaction to how things tie together. I knew it blew me away the first time. So this is the legendary Blade of Darkness, Al-Hazard. Legends say this sword is the key to infinite power. Sword! Lend me your power. The power to conquer this shattered continent. No! To conquer the world. You talk too fast, Bernard. I can barely keep up. Who says SNES doesn't have blast processing? He shall crown himself as Kaiser of a new empire. Together with his knights, he shall conquer the lands with his unstoppable power. From left to right, Imelda, Vargas, Leon, and Egbert. We know them all very well by now. And here's Leon. Where are the ancient texts? Hand them over and you won't be harmed. I'd never hand them to Imperials like you. And you're dead. Yeah, you weren't even at full health. Warlock number 37Z. The armies of the Kaiser will leave a wake of devastation as they blaze across the continent, bodies piling like victims of a vengeful god. No! You must not awaken the powers of darkness. With its vast power at our command, the continent can be unified. Surrender quietly, quickly. Little will the Kaiser realize the ravages of his world lend power to an ancient dormant darkness, one who awaits a day of chaos. That scrolls way too quick. My goodness. If we meet our defeat this day, our country will meet its end. We cannot give in. Stubborn fools, then feel the power of the Water Dragon Navy. Navy. That's probably too dainty of a voice for her, that tone. I think I need to make it a little more wrathful. The ancient glory of darkness, Al-Hazard will rain terror on the people and bleed the land dry. The true blaze nature seeks only to lay waste to the land. Now that I know why the Empire wants a dark ride, I'll stop you at all costs. Even though that I'm Imperial German Vargas, you would still fight? Interesting, then have at you. Ow. In the grip of evil, humanity will be choked into ancient darkness. The end can only be prevented with the might of Elflied, Langrisser. He whom light blesses wills the hopes and dreams of humanity. And it's a good thing I decided to record this commentary in post because my goodness, I cannot keep up with this to save my life. With the resurrection of the Dark Blade, an ancient evil shall awaken in our land once more. I can only assume that he's laughing. Hopefully he's not having a fit of the epileptic variety. Far, far beneath the barren lands of the east, a powerful demon rests in slumber. Rests. For now. The implication is not for long. All the sprites there are just sort of suspended. I'm so used to moving sprites in games like this that when they're perfectly static and still, it seems unnatural somehow. Probably played too many Camelot games. They've warped my brain and my expectations of these sort of things. Well, now that was all a mouthful, but spoke too soon. When the Kaiser brandishes the demon's might above his crown, Elsalia will be plunged into ancient darkness once more. Unless somebody steps in to save the day. Somebody like us, maybe? You guys up for the challenge? I'm suited up, I'm booted up. How about you? Let's do it. So, with the opening out of the way, we're safe to begin proper. Gonna start a new game, of course. Oh, Lucerys is here to greet us. Welcome to Elsalia. My name is Lucerys. As the goddess of light, I have summoned you from above. Our world has once again become exposed to the threat of evil. I have long waited for a courageous person like you to appear. In order to see if you are the one who can save this world, I must ask you some questions. In my pleasant voice. To begin with, please tell me your name. Well, the hero's name is supposed to be Erwin or Elwin, depending on who you ask. I'm used to Elwin, and I always change it. So we're gonna call him Elwin, but with a slight bit of a twist. It'll still be Elwin technically, but yeah. We're flipping it a bit. Just for the sake of saying I did it a little differently this time. Well then, Elwin, please answer my questions honestly. While resupplying, your enemy has launched a surprise attack. What will you do? Also, I kind of like the irony of naming him Elwin in that way. If that makes sense. We are going to retreat because we're yellow. Where do you believe God resides? Well, depending on what God you're talking about, but I'll say in the heavens above. If this world collapses into crisis and ruin, what will save it? That would be the wealth of knowledge at our disposal, right? Right. To what cause do you plan to devote your life? How about strengthening myself because I'm narcissistic? What is it you expect from this world? I expect a lot of things, including love, hope, and courage. I'm an optimist. At the outset of battle, what skills do you require of yourself? All of these things, but we'll say mighty power. What do you look for in an ideal unit? I think I'm enough by myself. Me, myself, and I, that's the victor's triumvirate. Lastly, for what purpose do you fight? That's a good question, Lucerys. I fight for glory and honor. Now, this makes Elwin a bishop, and in case you couldn't tell, I did this entirely to get that 31 attack and 21 defense. And I think it's going to be worth it. She's offering to give us a bit of a tutorial on the battle tactics and basic mechanics. We don't need that. We're used to the series by now and how it works. But if this is your first time playing, I would advise listening to what she has to say. But we're going to move on forward. Thank you for your time. And I'll explain more of my decisions in a minute, but first, we have Scenario 1, Prologue. In its long history, the continent Elsalia has been a dark land marked by endless battle. Elwin, a young swordsman, has been traveling its countryside with his friend, Hain, an apprentice magician he met on his journeys. The long travels have led them to the outskirts of Hain's hometown, where the travelers decided to seek rest at the inn. Village life was quiet and peaceful. Amidst a sea of smiling faces, the weary travelers found respite from the wars ravaging Elsalia. Days rolled into nights and passed on quite quickly, and Elwin began to enjoy the quiet life of a villager. Then one day, Haynes suddenly burst into the inn, his face stricken pale as a ghost. The Imperial Knights of the Rhaegar Empire had disrupted the village on Imperial command, seeking only a girl named Lyanna. None knew why the knights, known throughout the land for their honor and righteousness, would now attack such a peaceful village. It's a mystery. Elwin and Hayne left the inn together to rescue Lyanna. Don't call them simps though. Victory condition, we've got a best Baldo in combat. And we fail if Elwin dies or Baldo escapes. So yeah, that's actually going to be more difficult than it typically would be because this is actually, surprise, a challenge run. This is my first time attempting a no commander run of this game, but that's the goal. We are not hiring any troops, no mercenaries, not allowed. Now, if I'm in a battle where they're already pre-assigned to a commander, say when a certain somebody joins us in scenario 4, they'll come with troops already at their disposal. I will use those soldiers because they're already on the map taking up space, might as well, the game is giving them to me. But I am not going to spend any gold on troops. Hopefully I can complete the game like this. If I get to a point where I physically, literally cannot complete a scenario without hiring a little bit of help. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it, but I think that this game is doable with just your leaders, so we're going to attempt that. That's why I want to make them as strong as possible, which is why we made Elwin what we did. He has access to healing, offensive, and support magic, and his base stats are amazing. You there, woman! If you do not want to die, answer my questions. I'm an asshole, my name is Baldo, and there's a girl named Lyanna live in this house. I need to know. Yes, weird man. Who's outside? General Leon, the girl we were assigned to bring in is here. I'm just trying to make Baldo sound as annoying as possible. Let me know if I'm doing well. I see, thank goodness. Let us get this over with. The local lord's troops must already be on their way. You're probably right. Hurry up, Baldo. If the Sauroth army shows up, this could get messy. Understood. I'm annoying. And an asshole. Did I mention I'm an asshole? Elwin, this is serious. What's the matter, Hayne? A detachment of knights from the Rhaegar Empire is evading the village. What? Hayne, it looks like they're only attacking the outskirts. Isn't that where you said your childhood friend lives? That's right. She must already be in terrible danger. Will you lend me a hand? Yes, of course. Let's go. You said she was cute too, right? Yeah. I'm already there. Anyway, just having a little bit of fun. I usually don't read the dialogue for the LPs, but I try to make all of my series a little bit different, a little bit unique. So for this one, it just feels right. So I hope I'm not annoying anybody too terribly moving forward. If I am, hey, video's only a click away. But I will try to be as competent as possible with my delivery. Plus, I would like to get better at this sort of thing. You know, vocal work. I feel like I could be good at it, but I don't have nearly enough practice and time put into it, so this is a learning experience, so thanks for bearing with me. Help! General Leon, what should we do with this villager? Nobody was supposed to discover our actions here. Do not needlessly shed the blood of innocents. We have not come today to commit murder. Your duty is to arrange for Baldo's safe retreat. Yes, sir. I think my biggest hurdle is just going to be getting acclimated into giving people unique voices and being consistent with it. That's the toughest part for me. We'll get there. We'll get there. You must be Lady Lyanna. I ask you to come with us quietly to the Imperial capital. No one needs to be harmed, but they will be. What? What do you want with me? I apologize for the suddenness of our arrival. Gotta be a little aloof when I voice him. I am Leon, the commander of the Rhaegar Empire's Blue Dragon Knights. I was sent to retrieve you. Me? Me? His Majesty the Great Kaiser Bernhard waits for you at the Imperial capital. I shall be your escort. You should be thrilled. Do you promise you'll leave the villagers alone if I come quietly? Of course, it is already dishonorable to be seen kidnapping a woman. I have no intention of further shaming ourselves by killing defenseless people. However, those who would bear arms against us shall forfeit this assurance of safety. I understand. Then under these conditions I will follow you. I am sorry for all this. Thank you for your cooperation in this matter. Very dapper, well-to-do gentleman. Come on, get over here! Ow! I'll follow, but please don't pull so roughly. God damn, you're quite the impudent little wench. Damn it all, things I have to put up with on these missions. Assholes hate missions. Well then, let us take her back to headquarters. However, Baldo, you would do well to be polite to her. Yes, sir. I'll take care from now on. I'll just hurt the other ones when you're not looking. Yeah, that sounds good. Halt! You cannot do as you please in this village. General Leon, the local militia has come. Out quickly, but it matters not. Continue the mission as planned. Pause. You dare to mock us? I will make you regret ever violating our village's peace. Ah, such foolishness. More will have to die, that's right. You're stubborn a lot, so you know how this is going to end. Baldo's retreat appears to be secure. I've never had such a mission as this before. A soldier of war, witness here abducting a girl. What a disgrace. Please do not let it get to you, General. For me, it's a great honor just to serve under your command. I appreciate your words, but don't get careless now, and you missed a spot on my other boot. So this guy, we want to take him out for the experience. Now with commanders only, I'm not going to be able to go for every single troop. Laird, follow me. I'll sweep out the enemy. Understood. So there will be times we have to just go in straight for the commander. I'm not too worried about experience. Not really trying to use runestones, not trying to max anybody out. We're just going to do the best we can. The goal is to complete the game with as little help as possible. That's the challenge that I've set for myself, and I'm going to try to stick to it. This just keeps getting worse. Elwyn, the Imperial Knights are here to kidnap Liana. Why would Rhaegar go through so much trouble for just one girl? There's no time to think about that now. We have to hurry and help her. Now, thankfully, this game does have some secret locations on most maps. Well, not most, but quite a few maps where your character can unlock permanent stat boosts, plus attack, plus defense, things like that. I won't let you get away with this. I won't go down that easily. Oh, yes, you will. Because he has 31 attack, no weapon equipped. I tried to give him a knife, but he can't have it as a bishop for some reason. But there you go. And his attack animation allows him to attack first. It's going to be very handy for the early stages. If not for the benefits that a bishop provides, I would have gone with the knight to get the movement and the type advantage against soldier classes, but Evans, let's go! Yes, it's up to us. You know the sad part? She's a monk, he's commanding spearmen. She tends to have better survivability than him. I try to keep them both alive. It's 50-50 with Riddell. I've never lost Evans before this video. Spoilers, Riddell's not going to be with us for very long. A mission without swordplay is just ever so dull. Maybe I can have some fun with the young ladies over there. Stop it! You promised you would not hurt any of them. Shut up, bitch. Now that we have you under arrest, that promise is meaningless. Assholes don't honor promises. Hey you, move it! You're in my way! Hey, somebody help me! Baldo, wait! You're forbidden to act without orders. You asshole. And they're probably dead. There's a random chance that one will survive. Nope, they're gone. They would have died anyway, though it's scripted. You know this. How cruel! How can you do such a thing? Shut up, you bitch! Or would you like a taste too? My voice is changing. Stop it, you reckless fool! I issued an order that all troops operating under my command to refrain from such useless slaughter. I will not repeat myself again. Anyone disobeying my commands is unnecessary to this operation. Yes, sir. I'm sorry, General. Dick. But actually, no, Baldo is in fact the Dick. And we're going to deal with him momentarily. But first, we've got these guys. Only these two? Barely even worth the effort. Don't underestimate them. And don't be arrogant. On the battlefield, you will not survive if you are not cool-headed. You can't fight well if you're wounded. Try to place the units under your command. Your men will recover some of their physical strength each turn. Value your men's lives as though they were your own. I understand. But will I listen? Probably not. That's if we even give him the chance to. Now, see, bad luck. That's the RNG for you. There's no reason why he shouldn't have been able to clear them out. Even with the revisions, they had 15 defense, there's 31 attack. They should have all been gone, but that will happen sometimes. No matter how high your attack is, there's always the possibility you will not wipe out an enemy group. No matter how high your defense is, there's always the possibility that you can take damage. That's just the way it rolls. Now, I would have Hayne helping out to expedite this process, but he's actually on his way to pick up one of those secret locations I mentioned to get some attack up. Now, Elwyn is so good right now in that area, I figured Hayne is going to be with him for the rest of the game no matter what I decide. This game has multiple paths, multiple choices. Hayne is the only character who, no matter what, will be with you through the entire game, so he's well worth investing in. So let's give it to him. That was my thought process. So yeah, I was saying earlier I would have made Elwyn a knight to have the advantage against most of the early commanders, but we got to think long term with this. And good, oh, got a little break, no dialogue for a change. I'm gonna take battles off moving forward just to speed things up a bit. I'll show off particular characters every now and again, but for the bulk of the battle we'll just let it play out like this. And next turn, Hayne can pick up that upgrade. So Elwyn's just gonna have to just solo for the time being. Ideally, I would get him in the trees for the terrain bonus, but I don't want to position him right next to the enemy yet. The leader, that is. I don't want him to get any funny ideas and forfeit his life instantly. Prematurely. Because we're gonna deal with him, but not just yet. Typically, if I can clear this battle out in under 6 turns or by turn 6, there's a good chance that Riddell can survive, but I don't think that's going to happen this time, so I don't have high hopes for him. Let's go, little girl. Hurry up and follow me. And you know, I feel like I'm not making his voice annoying enough. Like, it's probably grating, but I feel like I could do better. And make it worse. The whole point is you really shouldn't like Baldo. You have absolutely no reason to. Keep going, General! Be careful, Laird. The enemy units wield spears. Oh, I guess that's why he slowed down. I'll pierce their ranks with a wave pattern attack, then target their commander. Ho 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 ho! Do your best. I have no idea what he's talking about, but he sounds like he knows what he's doing. You dare attack spearmen with cavalry? Are you mocking me? Pathetic! More than spears are needed to turn the Blue Dragon Knights. Oh really? Then sir, allow me to test your boast. And unfortunately, Laird is kinda right, kinda wrong, but mostly right. His troops will not fare too well against the spearmen. I mean, they could get by, but Laird and Leon himself are the problems. They don't really have anything to worry about here. So they won't be. Now, Hayne, if you would see about this dresser over here, I think there's something waiting for you. A blue potion rests within the open drawer of a chest. Will you drink it? Of course. We always drink strange things. You feel a surge of power, attack raised by 1 point. So that might not seem like a huge boost, but it adds up. It goes a long way. You gotta think long term here. So, just curious of what spells he had. He starts off with Thunder because of the creation quiz. Not enough MP to cast it, but that'll be nice later on when he has more MP. Right now, close range combat is the way to go. Shouldn't have any particular strengths or weaknesses against anybody here. So we're neutral. I will protect this village with my life. And that's about what it's gonna cost, I think. But he's gonna take out a few of those horsemen along the way. She's gonna keep him healthy for as long as she can. And she's well guarded, so no worries there. In the priests, the monk classes, the mercenaries, I mean, they seem to be pretty resistant to being one-shot. Even though they're weak to cavalry, they tend to last more often than you would think, so I'm not too worried about them. I'm speaking as if I don't already know the outcome when I do. Oh, and see, that's what I was concerned about. General Leon, sir, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I thought he might do something silly like that. No, I allowed one of my subordinates to perish. Oh. Level up, thank you for that. MP, kinda gonna need that. See, Leon just steps in and just sweeps them all up. They never stood a chance. And this is probably the end of Riddell. Yes, it is. Called it. Heavens, I'm so sorry. No, Riddell, you mustn't die. We had a promise. You said we'd be together forever. Riddell. And I apologize, I know my women's voices are trash. I'll try to get better about that. How cruel. Remember your promise. Don't harm the people of this village. I never said anything about sparing those who would brandish arms against us. But, in fact, I specifically said I would deal with those type of people, didn't I? I beg you, please, just let me go with them to the Imperial capital. If I go with the Imperial Army, all of this will be over. I won't give up. I cannot forfeit the lives of those I love. How foolish. Yeah, he's like, he doesn't want to kill you, but he's got no qualms about doing it either, so take that for what it's worth. And we're at turn 5. Riddell! He's gone. Sorry, girl. Yeah, you're back on the market. No, I'm sorry, that's a little cold. Thinking out loud is dangerous, isn't it? So Hayne is going to try to catch up as quick as he can, but you know what? It may be too late to salvage this. Given the troops in our positioning, that is far enough. You bastard, you're going to die for getting on my nerves. Oh no, stay back. Just forget about me and escape. Why should those who have nothing to do with me suffer as well? Wait for me. I will rescue you no matter what. In a minute, we're going to come back. Turn 7 and we are back. Yep, so I just had to do a jump cut because it was looking like we weren't going to be able to catch up to Baldo in time, and I was right. So I restarted. This time I kept Hayne with us. Unfortunately, I had to give Elwyn the secret item instead, so Hayne does not have that extra attack like I wanted. But it was all for the sake of catching Baldo. Impossible, General Leon! What? How is it possible Baldo has been bested? Larry, I thought you said he was good. Yes, sir. He said he was in his resume. We must leave immediately and escort the girl ourselves. She must be brought to the Imperial capital without fail. Yes, sir. But before that, I hear the sounds of the cavalry. Those trumpets are blowing. I am responsible for the welfare of the men and women in my territory. I would hope so. We must drive out the Imperial Knights. It just seemed like a random, weird thing to say, you know? It's the local Lord's army. Enemy reinforcements have arrived. What horrible timing. We have no choice but to retreat for now. As you command, sir. Respect to voice actors. They make it look so easy. Lady Liana, we shall be returning to finish this. Especially people who voice multiple characters. I don't know how they do it, but here's that level up we lost before having to restart. It seems to be over. Thank you for helping me, Sir Swordsman. I am Liana, a priestess from the Shrine of Light. What's your name? My name is Owen. I'm on an aimless journey. Got nothing to do. Lord Elwyn, my most sincere thanks to you. You bum. I know not if it was worth the rescue effort, but I really do appreciate it. You really don't have to say such things. Anyway, are you hurt? No, I'm alright. I should be the one asking you, Lord Elwyn, if you've been injured. I'm fine, Lady Liana. You needn't call me Lord Elwyn. I've never been much for formality. Just call me Elwyn. Well then, you can call me Liana. You're amazing out there, Elwyn! Hayne, I want to thank you for your help too. That's right, give the man his credit as well. Well everyone, I'm glad to hear that none of you were harmed. But it's too soon to rest easy. The knights will surely return to finish what they began. You'll have to take refuge with me in Salroth for your own sake as well as that of the villagers. Yeah, because you're putting them in danger by just being here. His lordship is right. Let us depart immediately. Well then, let's be on our way. It's getting dark and my stomach is already growling. Oh, Hayne. I shall guide you to our manor. I should make Scott sound really prim and proper. I think that would fit him. And before we go, little epilogue. Such a quiet night. I dreamt of intense, endless battle. Was Liana really the target of the Blue Dragon Knights today? They're said to be the strongest force of the Rhaegar Empire, but why is Liana so important to them? And why did I go out of my way to rescue her? Is she important to me? Are these feelings? Unable to sleep, Lord Elwyn? She's still calling him Lord. Yeah, I was worried about what happened earlier today. I can't help think that something terrible has begun. It's a strange feeling. I'm sorry, you were so brave out there today. Elwin, you treat me as though we've known each other for many years. Were my father still alive, I'm sure he would be as kind and strong as you, Elwin. What am I saying? I apologize for saying such strange things. I don't mind. Up until now, your life has been difficult, hasn't it? I've heard of your childhood from Hayne. He told me everything. Yes, as a baby, I was abandoned on the steps of the village shrine. The priest there raised me in my parents' stead. Because of his kindness and warmth, I never felt lonely or sad. I see. I don't quite believe you, but sure. Elwin, why do you travel the country? If it's alright, I'd like to know. My journeys have neither reason nor purpose. Both my parents died when I was very young. After that, I was raised by a man named Doran. He was my guardian and mentor. He was brilliant, and he saw fit to teach me many things. His instruction in swordplay was most rigorous. And with his death, I am free. Free? I don't understand. Since Doran passed on, I've been alone in the world. Now, I wander the land searching for his slayer. Is that so? I'm sorry for rousing such terrible memories. It's okay, I don't mind. The night is half over. You should return to your chamber and rest. We'll be departing early in the morning. Good night, Sir Elwin. Elwin! I didn't call you Lord, are you proud of me? Huh? Is there something else, Liana? Oh, well, thank you. Yeah, Elwin the hero. Don't call him a simp. Don't you dare. Did what anybody would do under those circumstances? Well, I say that. Nowadays, Elwin of 22 would probably just record it with his phone, wouldn't he? Yeah, sometimes you gotta step in and get your hands dirty, though. That's the lesson to take from this. Be a hero. We need them on occasion. And if you find yourself in a moment where the light shines on you, don't be afraid to do what you have to do. We're all in this together. And with that, I'm gonna see you next time. I hope you join me for episode 2, where we take on scenario 2. Scott will be joining us. There's gonna be a link for a straw poll in the video description. Please feel free to vote. Which path would you like me to go on? And voice your choice. We'll go from there. Right now, it's all up in the air. We don't know where we're going, but we're going somewhere. So until then, take care, have a wonderful day, stay up, and see you soon.